How are you guys? So today in Monday How To, we are gonna talk a little bit about more autonomy. When we want to be a little bit away from places that are like campings or parkings for camping, specifically for camping, for the RVs and so on like that, we have to make sure that we have enough for be autonomous, for having the food, for, if it's something that we have to warm up, to warm it up, see if it's the water or something like that. So the main two helpers for us is the sun, believe it or not, and gas. Regularly we use propane. Our vehicle is propane, and it's here, and it's a 13 liter can, and it's so far it lasts us for quite a bit. So far I would say more than a month, closer than to 2 months. If I was saying, and I don't know, because it depends how much people use it. We use it mainly just to cook and to make sure that the water is hot if we need hot water because it's been cold, and to shower sometimes we need hot water, of course. And also the refrigerator, which I'm going to show you a little bit when we go inside. The refrigerator works with gas also, so we don't have to be plugged into electricity or use the electricity, so meaning the electricity or solar panel, or use the gasoline, or use the electricity, just regular current electricity, because that's one that we can do, and that's when we go into a parking we do sometimes. But now also if we want to go more into the mountains and so on, the places like I don't know if you remember one of the video, the Mariola, the Mariola, the fountain of Mariola. There we were 1,000 meters high in the mountains. There was not much around, so we had to be autonomous, make sure we had enough to be warm and to take care of things that make it a little bit more comfortable. Of course, you can decide how uncomfortable or comfortable or not you want to be. So that's one thing that I wanted to tell you. All right, so the other thing that, and I had not mentioned it, so it's the sun, gas, and then water. So water, to be autonomous in this case, is not only having it, but how we're gonna get rid of that one that we use. Okay, so I have using other video, I have show you guys where is that we put here, and there is a bin that I have, or a can of 10 liters that I use, and we find, well, so here we are close to a stadium. Okay, so you don't see it, but the stadium is right behind these trees here, and we can go and get water from the outside of the stadium. We get some water, we add here. If we're by somebody's house and so on, we ask them if we can get from the sorry for the wind. We can ask them if we can get some water from outside, from the hose outside. Also, just for those who planning to do some traveling and so on like that, the way that we do. Believe it or not, the cemeteries are good places to go and get water. They have available water, at least in Europe, for that. So now I'm going to show you guys one that I had shown you guys already, that the gray waters, how they come on. But in this case, if we are not in a place, because they have to be going to the right place, you cannot just let it empty somewhere in the street or anything like that. So you have to find the drainage, the correct drainage to do it. And in this case, if we don't have and we've done this before, if we don't have the correct area for the drainage, what I do sometimes is just carry it, put it in a bucket, and then carry it to a place that is correct and dump it there. Okay, this case I'm just going to show you a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to show you how it goes. And the water, by the way, it has to go in the sewer water drainage, okay? Not just any drainage. So sometimes I have to kind of go like this. In this case, what is happening is that the way where we're parked, you see this here? So it makes this little bit high. So, the way that this we're parked, so it makes it like this. So you see, I go like this, little by little, and then it go. You see, it goes here. Like that is not going into the grass or anything like that, because it's not cool to do that. It's not legal. Some people do it. Some people do it by mistake. They forget to close the drainage and it happens. But you know, and this one is water again. This is just really water with soap. It's mainly water with soap and so on. It's the water of what you do when you do the washing of the dishes, or when you take a shower or wash your hands. Okay. All right. The other part that of the waters is the black waters, okay, the waters from toilet and so on. And we have the container, which is, you know, it's just basically like the version of a little latrine, you know. It's the version of a little container where all the bad, you know, the toilet stuff go, okay. So that we have options, a little bit more options actually, the gray waters, because you could, if you can go to a regular toilet in a bathroom, you just put little by little, put it there, you know, there. Or if not, you can find an area of sewage, you know, where the option to put it there is, and if you're allowed, you can just put it there, okay. If not, we just have to make sure that we time well. So where we are going, in the application, I think like 2 weeks ago I talked about applications. The application, it tells you where you can go, where you do that part. You do the dumping of those type of things. And so sometimes they have for dumping, but they don't have the water, the clear water, you know, and so on. So you just need to learn about that part as you go, but you have the option in the container to put it in just a regular toilet, you know, you just put a regular toilet, and also in whatever the sewer part of wherever you are is available. If they allow you, you can do it there also, okay. All right, so this here you see is for the heater of the water, you know, the water heater, and you have two options there. I think it's 70 or 50. And then you have power, outlet power, and also for USB. And all this comes from the current, or from the electricity or power from the battery that we have for the area, and the solar panel also gives that, and that's how it keeps us autonomous. That's another USB that can be used for us without having to have the electricity connected to, you know, regular electricity. And then this is an inverter here. I had spoken a little bit about it already, because it's how we power and charge the computers. And then here, this is a 12 volt that we use for the inverter, and this one is a regular one, but we could use this here. It's a power strip, so we can connect it to the inverter and then use the power strip, you know. And then I mean, of course, you know, you have to time how you're gonna do it in this case, but it's not something that you can, you know, you're gonna be without any power. So you just decide what you want to charge first, second. And like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it to you in English, but we have been like around a week autonomous without having to connect to anything. Just wherever we park, we move on, and we don't have to do anything. And all that has been just from what we have here, okay, from the power. This is the refrigerator working on gas, and I think I have talked this before, but in the area of the autonomous, you know, it's a refrigerator working on gas, and it's no problem. And then, as you know, these are this is the stove, and it works on the gas, and we have used it with no problem. And then the water, and then we have also, I don't know if I mentioned to you about the heater, but I know in the other site in our older channel of Finances on the Road, we talked about our heater of the area that works with gasoline. So, but the gas part this year. Okay. Ciao. Thank you.